Whoa. What is up, black people? What's up, everybody? I hope everything is amazing for you all as always. I am your host, the Honorable OCT OctaviusHaye, and this is the WACCast podcast. So with that being said, let's talk whack to him. We got King Von himself on some old camera footage, body cam footage from an officer. King Von's in jail. I think it shows the videos from 2017, and King Von is requesting to go into PC, that's protective custody, because he has the other inmates around him. They don't like gay people, and King Von is claiming that he is gay in the video. And of course, this is shocking news because we had all known King Von to be a heterosexual male. King Von had never given any idea that he was homosexual, bisexual, anything like that. He had only ever talked to females, and that's kind of where everybody thought it was with him, right? So then you get this old video of King Von, and a lot of people are like, what? Was Von on the down low? You know, we don't know this. This is crazy. I can't believe this. Now, my take on it, and I hear a lot of people's take on it, is that King Von wasn't really gay. King Von knew he was probably in the cell sharing, a section of the prison with his ops, and he couldn't live around there with them because clearly, in Chicago, King Von bragging about doing this, doing that, taking that life, and how it is in Chicago just in general. Most likely King Von's life would have been threatened, and most likely probably would have had the potential to pass away much sooner than he did. So a lot of people are saying that was just his way of getting away from them, being moved. So King Von himself didn't have to be in any danger from his ops. Now, another big issue with that, well, some people, first of all, are just saying that's not true. Everybody trying to cap Von. Von clearly came out the closet. We know now that King Von is gay. Again, I don't believe that. I think Von's just trying to get himself out of a dangerous situation around enemies and move to a more protected area. Now, for the jail folks, the jail heads, or the street dudes out there, y'all know that one of the biggest knocks on anybody is if you beg to go to PC, protective custody, is that all the real dudes say that you're not supposed to try to go to protective custody. You're not supposed to request protective custody. You're supposed to stand on stand your ground, 10 toes down, and stand up to whoever it is that's coming to try to check you, and don't try to run away or run off to the CO or whatever to try to get you out of that situation. So you got a lot of people talking about that, whereas even if he wasn't gay, he still violated. You know what I'm saying? They say even if King Von wasn't gay, he still violated by asking to go to PC. And if King Von was a real street dude, real killer, real gangster like he say he was, then they saying that King Von should have held it down wherever location he was at. And if he was trying to get away from some ops, then they saying King Von should have stood there and fought his way through. Look, to that I gotta say, thank God I ain't a street dude, because these are some crazy rules. But that's what it is, and that's what people are saying. And so I don't know. I think that this video, it has the potential to make King Von look bad in a lot of different ways. I think overall, there are some people who are saying they believe it, and that they believe that King Von was on the down low. But for the most part, I think most people are recognizing that this was most likely a play by King Von to get away from his ops. However, there are those who just not. They will never be cool with anybody requesting to go to PC. That's looked at as like a sucker move. You a punk, you scary, yada 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 yada. You know what I'm saying? You can't handle your business. You got to go to the CO to protect you. It's like you begging for protection because you can't defend yourself. I don't agree with that. I think you got to do whatever you can to take care of your life. King Von, however cold he was in the streets, he's one man, and I don't know how many other ops was around him that made it seem like he was gonna really be in some danger. I ain't mad at that man for taking care of himself. But again, hey, I guess that those codes of conduct are not for me to judge either way, right? It's for his peers to decide. So I don't know. I think overall this ain't gonna be much of nothing, and everybody's still gonna bump Von music because it go hard. And Mans is gone, and I think it's just a funny story of a young kid coming up with some clever game to get away from dudes who clearly want to do harm to him. So tell me what's really going on. Drizzy Drake back in this thing, causing problems for Hot 97's own Ebro. Now this all started when Drake came out, was performing, and kind of was or put some words on the screen, or said, I think he just put the words on the screen, that Childish Gambinos' This Is America is overrated, over-awarded, pretty much saying the song was trash, right? And we had found out, I think maybe a few days before that or weeks before that, that This Is America, and this was coming from Childish Gambino himself. Childish Gambino said This Is America was originally supposed to be a Drake diss, but then after playing around with it so much, he ended up actually wanting to make his own little song. And in the song, in the music video, there's a lot of commentary on, I guess, on like how black people are treated and some of the flaws within the American system, right? And so it got a lot of praise, became a big video, like cultural thing. Everybody, loved it and said they loved the issues that are brought up within the music video. Now, flash forward, of course, we know, Aubrey Graham, Six God himself, he don't take too kindly to disrespect like that. So once he heard that this song was, the inside, the Ebro, if you will, you know what I'm saying, the DNA, that's what I'm looking for. The DNA of the song, it was really supposed to be disrespecting him. Drake had to come out and say something, so that's why he just said that the song was overrated, over-awarded. So then Ebro comes out and says that Drake really doesn't have a place to say anything because Drake himself never addresses black issues. Now, while that may not be 100% true, Drake has said a few things here and there every once in a while about black issues or just issues in general. But for the most part, yes, Drake does tend to not speak on a lot of stuff. He doesn't like to get political anyway, doesn't like to rock the boat. Drake is just about making good music, having fun. That's the brand that he comes out with. That's probably why he's the biggest rapper in the entire game, right? Because of that. Because he toes the line, doesn't take a stance either way on something. For the most part, he did put out when everybody was posting his solid black screen on Instagram for George Floyd, he did do that, and he has put stuff in his rhyme before, and he has talked about things interviewers have asked him before, but for the most part, that's not Drake. He is not a political activist rapper. He's not even kind of sort of giving an opinion on things or feeling that his voice needs to be heard on these topics. So I get where Ebro's coming from. But this did bring a lot of people to start going in on Ebro and talking about Drake and say what he wants to. He can have his opinion, yada, 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 yada. Ebro's point, though, is that since you yourself Drake, that's what Ebro says, since Drake himself does not want to talk about these things, Ebro saying he doesn't have to talk about it, but since Drake doesn't want to talk about it, Drake should knock someone else's work that is addressing some of the issues and the systemic racism that black people face. And I can see that point, and I kind of do agree with that to some degree. But where I have to say that, hold on now, Ebro, where I have to stop you at is Childish Gambino himself said that this was a Drake diss originally. And Drake and Childish Gambino have historically not liked each other and have kind of gotten a little rocky with each other. So from that itself, as a rapper in hip hop, as an MC, as a true MC that Drake is, he is well within his rights to now come out and clown this song because this is something you was thinking about to make against me. So now I'm gonna trash this song because, man, it ain't nothing. And I'm with Aubrey on that. You stand for yourself, man. Nobody outed Childish Gambino. Childish Gambino gave that information freely. Hey, man, this was gonna be a Drake diss, but then I tried to do something else with it. So now Drake can come out and say, man, that song was trash anyway, and it ain't even good what you did with it. And there you go, you got it. So yes, I do think that Drake doesn't have to say anything about black issues, and he does not really for the most part. But I think Drake was in his rights to say something about this song from Childish Gambino, This Is America, only because Childish Gambino volunteered information that he was trying to diss Drake. So it's all good. At the end of the day, it's just MCs MCing. When you protest too much, it kind of starts to look like you're compensated for something. Now, I didn't do the pod when initially we found out from Adam himself, Adam 22 I'm talking about, that his newlywed wife, Lena The Plug, was finally going to do, because they do adult entertainment, and she was going to shoot her first scene finally with another man. Usually it's her and another female, or it's her and Adam with another female. So it's either her girl or three-way. But she never does it with another man. Adam22 was adamant for years. Adam and Lena even did an interview with each other where they were talking about why Adam does not want to see Lena mess with another man. Adam said he didn't feel comfortable with that. That's just not what he wants. Adam does not. He's jealous. He's possessive, and he's like, no, I don't want that to happen. I don't care how much of a contradiction that is. Adam was like, I do not want another man with my woman. So everybody was surprised when Adam said, yeah, Lena's gonna do it. And then not only that, but she's taking the BBC. And not only that, but the BBC she was taking is Jason Luv. Now, I don't know this man's name, but I've seen his work. And I gotta tell you, that would break my heart if I found out that my woman was about to be messing with. That's her first other scene. Nah, cap, cancel, we done. Sorry, thought I could do it, can't do it. That. See, me, I wouldn't even be in that situation. But you would expect Adam to be in that situation. Because I know Adam was cool with her doing adult content, but he'd already said he wasn't cool with this. So people started speculating, was it a marriage or a wedding gift? You know, did she pressure him? Oh, yada, yada, yada. But suffice to say, tape came out. Adam saying he's doing numbers. Everybody's making fun of Adam, calling him a cuck. He's into cuckolding. He lost his manhood, yada, yada, yada. Everybody's going in on Adam. Adam, for his part, has been trolling, making fun of this, and talking about having the strength to let his wife mess with another man, and just making all those jokes, having fun, right? And Adam said that the tape has been very popular. So, with all this spotlight and fame and attention put on this, a lot of people have been talking about it, naturally. And Jason Luv, the guy who shot the scene, he did an interview where the interviewer asked him straight up, do you think you entertained Lena the Plug better than Adam did, right? And as a real dude, my man Jason said, yeah, of course, obviously. You know, to which Adam 22 comes out, and he was in tongue in cheek, but like kind of, talking mess about Jason Luv, and just threatening him and saying he'll expose Jason Luv, and Adam said he's blacklisted for messing with his wife again, from Adam saying that Jason is blacklisted for messing with Lena again, and it was tongue in cheek, not to be taken serious, but it got a lot of people talking like, bro, shit, at this point in the game, Adam, you're constantly going on and talking about this, while also talking about how you can't believe people are always talking about this, but you're going on and trolling. And while I want to believe that this is all just for fun and you're having a good time, a part of me does wonder, is this a coping mechanism? Because secretly inside your mind, when you're by yourself with your thoughts, you truly regret this happening. You regret letting her mess with another man. Because this was something you did not want. This was a big issue for you. So for you to give it up so freely and say it's financial reason when you're already a millionaire, just never made much sense to me. I don't know if you feel pressure. I don't know if you really genuinely was like, okay, I'm cool with it. And if you're now just, why did I do that? I should never did that. But you can't take it back, right? And you don't want to let the people clowning you win. So you got to maintain this myth that everything's fine with maybe, I don't know. It's not. Maybe you're racking your brain with it. I don't know. One thing that'll let us know if you are cool with it is if you let her do another scene. If she does more scenes, then we know that, hey, you just fine with it. You are fine with this. This is your wife. This is what she does in this industry, and you're not going to limit her anymore. And if that's what y'all into, man, hey, look, I'm not here to shame nobody. If everybody's happy, then just because it's not for me don't mean it can't be for you. But Adam, I'm not going to lie, man, the constant need to talk about this from you is starting to make people wonder, are you losing it? Is it really hurting you? Or are you just having fun trolling the trolls back? Well, that's the show, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in and getting this whack wisdom from me, and hope you return again to get a little bit more the next time. With that being said, please, if you haven't already, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you are listening to this on YouTube. And if you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, please make sure to give me a follow, like, review, whatever it is you got to do on those things to support us on those platforms as well. That being said, this is the WACCast podcast, and I am whacking off. It's the WACCast. Podcast, yeah.
Talk whack to me, talk whack to me,
yeah.
Talk whack to me, talk whack
It's
to me.
the WACCast Podcast, yeah.
Talk whack to me, talk whack to me,
yeah.
Talk whack to me, talk whack to me.